Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. The Significance with Tyler and Signy starts now. Hello, and welcome to The Significance. I'm Signy Coleman, a mother, an actor, a producer, a chef, a gardener, and above all else, a human, just trying to figure it all out on any given day, just like all of you.
And I'm Tyler Ford, writer, producer, director, and someone that believes that every single person has a story worth telling.
We plan to have real conversations about purpose and connection. Some of these stories will shake you, some might heal you, and others will just remind you that you're not alone. And that is really what we're chasing here.
We're not waiting to exhume the voiceless. We're here to shine a light on the people and stories that too often go unnoticed. It isn't about chasing clicks or booking the biggest names. It's about asking what really matters. What makes someone or something significant?
We both lived long enough to know that life isn't about the highlight reel. It's about the in-between moments, the little decisions that ripple out and shape everything. That's what we're interested in.
And we want to talk to people who have something to say, not because they're trending, but because they've lived it. Artists, thinkers, survivors, rebels, builders, breakers, and yes, everyday people doing extraordinary things.
And we're not here to polish it up or make it palatable. This is about honesty, curiosity, humanity. So before we bring on guests, we wanted to share a little bit of our own story.
Well, that would require us to go back 16 years.
Is it been 16 years?
Yeah, I hate
We
to
are
break it to
not
you.
that old. Well, this is all about honesty. So 16 years. It went by in a
Yeah.
flash. Wow.
I was headed to New York City in the midst of casting sessions for my drama series River Ridge when
Mhm.
the person that I was being accompanied with said, "You have to meet my friend Signy." And I said, "Well, absolutely." We only had 15, 20-minute window of time, and we met at a Whole Foods, and it was this instantaneous connection. Signy often has described it as meeting someone that spoke the same language in a foreign land.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
They had to pull us apart
Yep.
physically
Yep.
from each other. And she was ultimately cast as an actor on the show. And the more she became involved with the purpose and intention of what we were trying to accomplish, I went to her and I said, "You really should consider becoming a producer." And it was not a decision that she made easily. She really had to think about it and make sure that if she did sign on in that capacity, that she would bring something meaningful and valuable to the project. Thankfully, she said yes. And looking back on the entire time, it was really exciting because we were pioneers in this
Mhm.
uncharted space and uncharted territory. And I remember even having to talk to SAG-AFTRA and carve out contracts for a medium that they had no idea
They really didn't.
anything
They
about.
didn't know what we were talking about. It was
No.
very interesting.
And so for me, I'm always excited because I'm the type of person that I like to go down the chart my own path, chart my own course. So I always like to take the road less traveled. So that was exciting to me.
It's true.
Being a pioneer, it was a learning curve for all of us involved,
Mhm.
but we all were unified by what we were doing and what we were trying to accomplish. And it became one of the first series that was made exclusively for streaming. And I just look back on that, and Signy can attest to this, but being fearless in a way also was exciting because we were making our own way, our own path,
Mhm.
and the stories that we were trying to tell was the fuel that kept us forging, forward.
Definitely, with a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in between. So, I think really, Tyler, it gave us a shared language. It was like a foundation, and it taught us that when stories are told truthfully, it can shift the way we see ourselves and hopefully each other.
And River Ridge, at its core, was this raw and character-driven show about community and brokenness and resilience. And like you mentioned, we put our blood, sweat, and tears into that show. And
Mhm.
looking back, I really think it was the beginning of something much bigger. In a way, it brought us back together for this podcast. It's a different medium, but it's the same mission, to go deep and tell stories that leave a mark.
So, what can you expect from the episodes ahead? Well, we've got some pretty incredible people, just an amazing lineup of artists, authors, survivors, creators, people who've actually had to redefine their lives from the inside out.
And not just people that you've seen on magazine covers. We're going to be talking to teachers and advocates and social workers and people doing the hard work in the background, the ones that are changing lives without hashtags or headlines.
Because significance isn't just about being famous, it's about being true. And when someone lives their truth, even quietly, it echoes.
And we want to sit with those echoes, amplify them. There's no single version of a meaningful life, and we're here to prove that.
So true. And if something we say or a guest says on the podcast hits home, share it. Someone else might need to hear it too.
And it's so important that you mentioned that because we do want to build a community. And as
Yes.
I go down the rabbit hole of YouTube, I have to get the hang, or
Get
I have to
comfortable.
get
You have to
comfortable
get comfortable.
saying, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because I am told it helps the algorithm. Can't you tell how much I enjoy saying that? And it's only the first episode.
You don't like telling anybody, and it's not telling anybody what they should do, it's
No.
asking people.
Yes. And
There's
it
a
doesn't
difference.
cost you anything, obviously, but I just kind
Mhm.
of feel like I'm selling something, or be sure to, it helps the algorithm and it helps us and all of that good stuff. Also, be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at Significance Pod to stay updated with future guests, news, behind the scenes, just all the good stuff. And I am excited, and let's uncover the significance in every story together.
I think, Tyler, we both feel that we're at a point in our lives where it's very important for us to give something back to society, to others. I know for myself, I've had a really amazing life. I've accomplished a lot of what I want, what I set out to as a young person, and I'm in a place in my life where giving something back, some tiny little gesture that might actually help change the course of someone's life in just the by the smallest degree is very important to me. And there's so many amazing and interesting stories, as you've mentioned, of people that are not necessarily famous or you read about in the newspapers or magazines. Maybe you would call them underdogs, whatever it is. That people that have these incredible stories of triumph, of what was presented to them in life, what they worked through, what they overcame, and what they created as a result of it. To me, those are stories that I want to hear. That's very, very interesting and intriguing to me because every single person is connected to every other single person. Their degrees. It's like a domino effect. So
And it's
anyway,
what we
that
do.
means
It's what we do in our profession. Our ultimate goal is to allow people to see themselves.
Mhm.
And so this is just an extension of what we do. So as Signy always says, at the core of most people, they want to be understood, they want to be heard, they want to be
Mhm.
seen. And I think the guests that we're going to have on, if anything, a lot of people are going to be able to identify and see themselves. And to me, that's a gift I want to give. So
I agree. I
the
agree.
journey begins.
The journey begins, and I couldn't ask for a better partner, Mr.
Mm.
Tyler Ford,
Well,
who I
likewise, Miss
adore.
Coleman.
Anyway, thank you for listening. Take care of yourselves and keep looking for the meaning underneath it all. And we'll see you next time.